First of all, I'm Paul Allen. I'm retired minister of congregational care from here at Chapin, retired in December. I've served on staff here for 18 years, and I joined this church body in 1986. What I want to do today is take a few minutes to discuss with you why we are recommending that this body, that we choose to align with the Foundry network instead of joining a denomination such as the Global Methodist Church. We wanted to see what we felt like would fit best with us. Again, being in a denominational with those ties, or being kind of autonomous and continuing to do what we do here. We felt like that one of the overriding things with that was that what we do here, we do well, and that we would like to continue to have that input, the power, if you will, to do what feels right to us. The Foundry, for those of you that don't know, back up to John Wesley just a minute. He had small groups. He was a small group man. They called them classes and whatever. They needed a place to meet, and guess what? They found an old abandoned cannon warehouse that was a foundry, and so they started meeting there until they finally had to leave. Where cannons were rich for, now the Foundry network is trying to forge faithful to people the teaching and serving in the name of Christ. It stands, the Foundry churches, they're faithful Methodists in their traditions, in their beliefs, and whatever. They're like-minded pastors, like-minded churches that are aligned theologically and are working together to move Christ forward. Currently, there are about 12 churches, I think, and they're probably going to max out at about 40, all of which come out of the Methodist Wesleyan tradition, and none that really wanted to leave the Methodist Church at the time, but they saw fit to do. And we see in them relationships that we think that will match up with us, with who we are the best. It gives us a balance of autonomy, accountability. It'll allow us not to be on an island all by ourselves. We're not starting from scratch. You're going to hear later we got sound policies, procedures in place. Here's the big thing. The people that know this church the best, that's us. They're the best people to make the decisions and whatever for this body of believers. Financially, I just say this. We never talked about money, but financially, here's the benefit. The monies that we were paying in apportionments, which were about $230,000 a year, there would be financial ties to any one of the denominations that we had, but where we are now, all of the funds that we would be sending outside are ours to use as we see fit as a body of believers to where we put them. So we got no financial. In the Global Methodist Church, two things about them. They don't have their final book of discipline yet. They've got something they're working on, but they will finalize it. Second thing, there were monetary considerations we don't have to deal with. These are with us. I'll leave one final thing before I quit. If you haven't got one yet, get an information sheet on the Foundry. It's got all the beliefs, how they started, who they are, whatever. So if you haven't read this document yet, I ask you to do so. Thank you.